It's not gonna stop the right to knows.
Yeah.
And when they're,
So that is your intention, is to stop the right to knows?
yes, when
I
they're
can't
asking
remember
for 30, when they're asking for 30 days on 3 cameras, 24 hours days, it's unmanageable.
You can't stop right to knows.
I understand that.
Okay, so.
But
when you
we
said
can't
you're-
give them what we don't have.
So when you said you're gonna stop right to knows.
No, I
What did
didn't.
you mean? Well, I misheard you then. I thought you said you were going to stop right to
The
knows.
ones
So
that
Doug
remove the-
said that.
No, you said you wanted to remove the cameras and stop the right to knows from the cameras. That's what you said.
No, he
Yeah.
said because we
Yeah.
have so many, but for the money, are we talking about the cost?
And
I took
I
that,
would like to have that statement recorded in the minutes.
That's okay.
That's okay, because it's gonna be important, you know, that because of those cameras being there, you know, there's an important piece of evidence that's recorded, because of those cameras being there. Now, you might wanna forget about it, okay, but there was an incident there, you recall, you were here,
Yeah.
okay? And there are parties, more than one, probably relying upon what that evidence may or may not show.
Okay.
Okay, that you wanna do away with it, that's fine. You know, that's,
I'm not doing away with anything that's already recorded, Doug.
I understand that, but you don't want even that to be available, those videos. I mean, you do away with them, they're not available. I mean,
Correct.
Just wanted to make it clear, understood, that's all.
Has anybody asked for any more since then, since this big right to know? I mean, like, has there been another large one?
No. Not that I know of.
Ed, question.
Yeah.
Possible solution. Whoever's making a right to know for 30 days or whatever it is, obviously looking for something particular, I assume, right? They don't actually
I don't
want
know.
30 days of.
They don't have to tell
It's a
us.
blanket right to know.
Okay, so is there not a way to compromise and set up where whoever puts in right to know for 30 days, whatever they're looking for, they can come in and sit down at that, you can set that up with another server, backup, or whatever, view it on that, they come here, view it on that computer, then find what they're looking for, then they can, you know, freeze frame or just get that window what they're looking for?
I think
Do you understand what I'm saying?
A copy of right to know. or
Get a copy, you know what I mean? So they're surfing in 30 days for something that happened or
something.
some
Yeah, you
piece
know
of
what?
information.
I
They
mean, I
come
came
here,
up
view
here-
it, find it themselves
I came
instead
up
of
here
paying
the
somebody to
first-
do
let
it,
me-
and then
Still,
they.
but you still have to download that 30
Yeah.
days off of that
Yeah.
camera system and put it on the computer. It's the same thing.
And-
Well, see, I don't know enough about it to, that's why I'm asking, I'm not.
And I will
that's
tell you,
savvy.
I came up here the first day he started this, and it's not surfing, it's drowning, okay? Because you are sitting there literally watching an empty room in most cases, the back room is empty. You know,
Could
for
you,
hours.
could you maybe ask them, this is a thought, can you ask the requester if she will only, if there's motion involved? Because the camera, you can tell it to just give where the motion is. So when a motion happens, it will give you that bit. So, I mean, I'm just could you ask the
Not if they're on
requester that?
continuous.
I don't, yeah,
If they're on continuous, it doesn't have the green line.
The problem is, it's what, $75 for the first 4 hours, and then $65 after that? Somewhere in there, or $65 if it's more than 8 hours, and I think they're up to 9
Yeah.
already. Somewhere in there.
The reality is, most of the board that's up there was voted in on transparency. I wouldn't get rid of the counters. You're voting out what you voted, what you ran, the platform you ran on.
well, there has to be some way to get a handle on
We
this.
also ran on fiscal
There would be,
responsibility.
don't make a reason to have to do it, but it already happened and it's too late,
Could we ask them
and now
to
we,
switch out the hard
Sounds
drive?
to me
like
and then we
somebody's
work on
just
the
trying
other
to
one?
deplete
Say
your
again?
treasury.
Could we ask him to switch the hard drives out and
For
start
no
recording
reason.
I'm
again
gonna
on
say
the new one
that
and
there's
probably
something
work on
somebody
this
needs to
other
see
one?
because something probably wasn't done right.
That way you're not going through, I mean.
That's what I'm gonna
you know,
say.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
There's-
But that's just my guess.
well, those
They got too
things
much
are
time
already
on their
taped
hands.
though. He's not talking
They-
about anything that's taped. He's am I understanding correctly? You're not talking about any tapes you have to this point. Whatever's taped right
No,
now.
what we have is what we have. I'm talking about,
Here
Today,
forward.
yeah,
Here forward.
yeah,
going
get rid of it.
forward.
yeah.
You know, there was a time on the previous board that we had 63 right to know requests. all five, but mostly by the people sitting up here. Okay, you see how the shoe fits now.
Oh, okay, Doug, turnabout's fair play. Have your little snicker.
No, it's fact.
Anybody else?
Fact. It is fact,
Okay.
you know.
Sit there,
I'm not
sit
saying you were
there.
part of it, you were back there.
You can sit there, Doug, and feel smug. Okay, fine. That doesn't move the ball, okay?
Yeah,
Ready for a vote?
and they ought to
All right, we got
put some hay up in that.
We got a motion and a second?
And shit.
a motion and a second,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Is that it? How do you vote?
And we
Edge,
give
Yeah.
Tom,
notice to do away with them cameras. Okay, and yes.
Tammy,
No.
Doug,
No,
There went, transparency just went out the window.
I wanna make a motion that we remove all the cameras from the building.
Well, that was for all the cameras.
Is this vote complete?
No.
Yes.
But he just
Yeah.
three
went,
yeses, 2 noes, motion passes.
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed one.
Well, no, I don't remember how many more, there's one here, there's one out here. there's
that
one-
was all of them,
One
Doug.
out at the fitness center, there's one,
That's all.
that's all of them, that's the, remove them
Yeah,
all,
he already voted them all
Yeah,
out.
he-
He voted the camera system gone.
gone.
He voted away
Okay.
with cameras.
No more
right,
transparency in this
gotcha.
township. Nobody gets to see nothing goes on. I hope you're happy
They'd
with
be,
that.
they'd be all turned off,
Wrong.
that's fine, I'm okay with that, turn them off.
You should be okay. You actually voted for that once before.
And we never
Okay.
did either.
What? Okay, you didn't follow through, but you still voted for it.
We authorized
Police
it,
are
we
going
didn't do
away
it.
too, right?
Huh?
Because it was for all cameras.
I was actually,
I
yeah.
don't think the
That's
motion
good.
said.
I mean,
Yeah.
is that what the motion was?
It could be all.
That's what he said, the camera
Is that
system.
what the motion
I
I
was?
thought he
said
said
the-
the cameras in
I
the
thought-
office.
I thought he said cameras in the office.
I'm asking what the motion
In the
is.
office.
Oh, it was just in the office.
Oh, that's.
So-
Now that there is,
that's-
you can say,
that's- that's-
watch somebody steal the Coke machine, nobody have any video for it.
I know one day.
And I'm gonna move to terminate cameras. Period.
I'll second it. There.
You got a motion and a second. What's your motion, Doug?
Terminate camera systems in the building.
All camera systems in the building.
Yep.
Okay.
What was that?
All camera in
That includes the one upstairs that watches the kiddies.
this building,
Yeah,
the whole building.
yeah.
Just make it all, why don't you make all of them, you already, I'll get them for the, down at the shop, what you gonna do about those instead?
There ain't any down there.
No, you're talking about getting them, so you're just gonna do away with those also?
They didn't follow through without me either.
Yeah. We have Tammy Martin to spy on you whenever the leads ain't on. She can see you from her front porch.
Yeah, I really
And
can't.
that's,
Well,
and that's
you
the
said
one on the
you could.
township building out
I
here
never
for the
said
kids when they
that.
leave too, remember
I
that?
never said a word.
What's
I
that?
didn't talk to you.
You're talking about the one outside when all the little kids get off the bus and they do that, there'll no longer be a camera out there either
Okay.
for what you're doing.
Regrets too.
You know that.
I didn't make the motion, Doug did. And your wife seconded.
The motion that you made originally was to get rid of the camera system.
In the office.
Well, this is the office. That's all, this whole building is part of your,
Oh, okay. Well then, Doug, your motion is
Which
meaningless.
one of those up there are you taking off? Both of them, I guess.
No, he said within the office.
Yeah.
What Darren said was,
So
this is
what
the
happens
office.
whenever something happens to one of the kids
I
upstairs?
don't think that's a good idea to get rid of the camera system. You need to renege on that.
So what do we do? I mean, it's in the.
We got a motion and a second.
Well, they got more liability.
I was gonna say, a lot of
This is the
liability
office,
coming in.
and this is the
I
office.
don't think that's a.
I don't think that's a
First
good
of
idea. Take
all-
all.
Oh, just,
First of all, I don't know that, is it our camera that watches the kids?
yes.
Is it?
Yeah, there's only one
Why?
office, only one camera system. There's only one here. So I don't think we should do that.
There's two.
Well, that's not the watch car,
I don't
that's
know
just
that, it was
in
paid
there.
before us.
That's
Yeah.
that's what the motion.
Why are we taking on that liability?
Doug's
We
the
felt
one
there
that
was
made the
obligation to
motion
protect the
for
children,
all the
that's why.
cameras.
You mean your original motion wasn't for all of them?
No,
It was
it
for
was
the
just for the
office.
office.
Well, then that's my fault. I messed that up.
Right.
I didn't
Listen.
understand that. Hey, I'm sorry, we all make mistakes.
Right.
But that,
That's, you know what, they didn't put no eraser on this lead pencil.
JD,
In the interest of adding an eraser to Tom's pencil, okay?
yeah,
A compromise or maybe a possible solution, okay, that hopefully we can maybe agree on, since there seems to be some conflict about this, and you gotta admit the transparency thing has merit. So why can't you, so the problem or the reasoning behind this is because of the cost, right? So how about you just do this? Whoever submits the right to know if they want it, and it's justified that they want that. So we're incurring costs, the township is incurring costs from the security company, correct? So if they want the right to know, the person that submits the right to know pays nothing.
you can't make
Listen,
Yeah.
let me finish. You can if they agree to it, if that's policy. If
The
I
right
want
to know-
something,
Jamie, the
if
right to
I'm
know law doesn't allow it.
to reimburse, I'm not saying to make money on it or pay,
It doesn't
but
matter.
whatever the cost that's incurred by the township, that's policy,
You're
then the
not
right to
allowed
know.
to pass it
This is your
through.
building, these are your chairs.
We've already
You
told
can't
the
pay a
residents.
kid for your
We've
chairs.
We've already told residents that that's what the charge is, because I think Mr. Shingle decided that. Okay?
I'm just saying that'd be,
I mean,
if
we
it's
did-
all about
we-
the cost,
yeah.
if I feel just in something that I wanna see, that I think there's something important, and I had the choice of paying for it or doing away with it, I pay for it.
Can't make them pay for it.
Well, we'll let you.
It's just,
You're-
okay, I don't know.
Yeah, but
That's
the
what I'm
right-
asking.
I can't-
It's a
Then
question, not
if you
a-
make, if somebody wants to write to know and they want a piece of paper, then you can charge them 25 cents. Do I think that perhaps that is a solution, and I think that's probably what eventually it'll go to? Right now it's kinda untested, yes. But yes, that's,
The law
but
says,
currently, we can't rewrite the right to know law.
the only thing that we can charge for is if they don't give you the appropriate device to put it on, then you can charge them for the device. Like, so if they don't give you a thumb drive, you can charge them for that, because you had to go purchase it. That's what you can charge for.
But because you guys are not able to do it yourself, and you
We
have
can,
to
it just
pay
takes time.
outside help, that is a cost incurred by township, just the same as buying a thumb drive, correct?
I believe they made a motion to let Tammy do it.
Okay.
They wouldn't let her.
And then, again, I don't know, that's why I'm asking, I'm trying to.
Doug's got a motion, and Tammy seconded to do away with all the cameras in the building,
For what reason?
correct?
You can't get copies of them anyways.
Correct? That's your motion?
Yeah. They won't provide the copies. I tried to get copies.
Tom, yes or no?
How do you,
No.
Tammy?
Yeah.
I vote no. Doug?
Yeah.
Eddie?
no. Okay.
Motion fails.
All right, I think that's it for me. Anybody wanna go home?
Do we have to tell that guy anything on
We voted on that one.
Somebody will have to sign it.
this? We already voted on
Yeah, you already voted.
I would like to make a motion to authorize the solicitor to, or direct the solicitor to work with the operating engineers and attempt to resolve the comp time case that's currently before the Court of Common Pleas in Washington County.
Anybody want to second it?
It's just a matter of whether you want to resolve it or you'd like to have the court resolve it.
Anybody gonna second it?
I'll second the motion.
The only thing I have to say is I'm the only one who voted against going to court. Remember that.
I'll give you that. You're right.
Okay. Got a motion and a second to authorize the solicitor to negotiate, to try and resolve, is that correct?
Yes.
The comp time.
Obviously, he's gonna bring back a proposal to us for action, so.
Should you put it, I mean, is there time for it into?
I'm hesitant to discuss this in open meeting, but I mean, didn't we discuss this in there?
Yes,
Is this telling me to do what I
Yes.
suggested in there?
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there already a court date on that?
It's in front of Judge Lucas. So there's a,
So I mean, if there's already a timeline set, there's your timeline. That has to be resolved for it, no?
that's not like that.
Okay.
There are arguments that have been made in front of Judge Lucas, briefs. One's filed, one's due, that's where we're at. So it's not like there's a hearing coming up.
Okay. Anybody else, any discussion? I don't know how much we can discuss of it. How do you vote?
Tammy,
Yes.
no. Doug,
Yes.
Eddie,
No.
Tom,
I'm voting yes, I hope he can do something with
motion carries.
All right. Anybody, anything else?
I move we adjourn.
You didn't have any public comment?
Oh, that's right. Public comment. I lost my, oh.
I have just one question, just for clarification. The cameras off in the office, they're off now,
Yeah,
you said, right?
yeah,
So that's not gonna change, it's just that they're not gonna be turned back on.
yeah.
But all of these other ones, they're still going to be on.
I think that motion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once
Okay.
they can turn them on, right? Once you get your stuff off, you'll turn the rest of them back on.
They're not,
The other ones
These
are
ones
on
were
now.
never
They're on now.
connected to that,
Or I-
it. Just them ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just
Because
the other videos.
One
are
of us
considered-
would fool with that thing and lose that stuff,
Right.
Well, it doesn't
Then you're in
matter,
big
we already
trouble.
denied the right.
and that's the reason they're paying
We
somebody else to
didn't
do
deny
it.
it,
Didn't deny one.
right, no,
Yeah, you did.
No, we didn't.
we didn't.
Go around it.
But that would be nice if the rest of the board would get to know that information.
Who's
I
Cheryl
thought you
Brown?
said that you didn't talk to
Back to my
Cheryl
question
Brown.
that I asked you,
But there's no
Doug.
information
You wanted
from
me to
Cheryl
wait for
Brown.
public comment.
Yeah.
So, since the employees that are off work and still getting paid, who's going to do their work?
The right
The
to know.
supervisor and the janitor?
Decided, it was decided by Cheryl Brown,
Say it
but
again.
yet only 2 board members know?
Since, I'm trying to word it the way you guys brought it up. Since the employees that are off work but still getting
They just said that
paid,
Cheryl Brown.
but
directed
not
them
allowed to
do
come
it.
to
I
work,
never saw that email.
who's going to continue to do their job?
I don't know.
Sounds like there's some.
Well, you're the office supervisor.
Yeah, it said employees. What makes you think we're talking about the office?
I'm talking about the office.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we can play word games, but that's just gets us nowhere.
Are the jobs getting done now?
Yeah,
Okay.
By who? By who?
whoever does one.
Yes. No.
By the
It's right there on
supervisors.
video, this office.
Say it again?
By the supervisors, correct?
No, I did not. Got nothing.
No, no.
So is that maybe why we want the
No.
cameras turned off in the office so you can't see who's doing the work?
Denied by this office.
Because I know who, when I sent your last
I'm not sure that's
tax
true,
money, I know who picked it up and signed for it, and it sure wasn't the secretary.
She sent me a copy of the.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up, actually.
Yesterday.
You sent $150,000 through the mail?
Sure did. No, it was 116.
Yeah.
You got 500, Tammy,
Sharon?
514.
514,000 through the mail. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Well, I got a question. I thought about this
Well, they did, I guess.
after the meeting and that there. Now, you come to the meetings and the secretary's here, why do you have to send it through the mail? Why,
No.
you say that she's never in there,
30.
why couldn't you just bring it and give it
She
to her here?
wasn't here whenever Mr. Teagarden signed for it the last
No, no,
time.
you was here at the last meeting whenever you brought up about bringing the what's-car, and she was sitting right there.
I don't know when she's gonna be here and Mr. Shingle.
I've never been to a meeting when she hadn't been
I
here.
have.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, only
Shingle
when
gave me a
you,
hard time
only
for
when you
bringing
got
it
an
to the
email that
meeting.
said
How
she
dare.
wasn't here.
But then Mr. Shingle wants
So
me
you
to
felt
call.
it was much easier to drive to Claysville,
I'm just
fill out
saying.
all the priority mail paperwork and pay for
Well, I
it,
had it at home, so I didn't
And-
go anywhere and felt.
and then drive here.
I came here how many times? You guys refused how
Well,
many times?
I had the bill when I come from nights and that, and I waited till Monday and I walked right in. Went back and she took it and wrote all the information down that there. I never had a problem.
Well, I've come up
You
here
know, I mean,
and they're
I
not
didn't pick
here.
any time or call. I just,
Well,
It's
my
because
thing-
you don't get emails that says Sharon's not here, Tom, that's why.
well, I mean, I've never came here and, that she
Well, I
wasn't
was
there.
told to call to make sure that
Treated
she
me right.
wasn't homesick, off on vacation, at the post office or in the bathroom.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
Which is totally absurd.
why?
How many business places do you go to and you call to make sure they're not
Plenty.
in the bathroom?
Plenty.
Oh, baby.
You know
no,
what, if you
no,
go across, if you go to this post office across the street between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock, they're closed.
I know that. But I know
Well,
not
so
to
you
go
show
there.
up and complain about it, right?
No, I don't. I know
Yeah.
whenever they're not open.
Any other public comment?
I move with adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Second,
I'll second it.
anybody not wanna go home?
I'm for a treat, I'll stay all night.
How do you vote? Correspondence is up here, Doug, did you?
I
look at
read
it?
it, I certainly did, I read it before the meeting. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, me, yes. Doug,
Yes.
Ed,
Yep.
Tom,
Yep.
Tammy,
No. Why, Bill?
Feels good, doesn't it?
Technically, I should never be last.
Oh. Okay.
What do I gotta sign? I gotta sign.
you got left? Those two, you got a way
I
around
don't
that?
have signs.
Verizon and Power.
You wanna sign this one
Yeah.
before we go?
Yeah, what we signed.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Suspend power and the Verizon?
Well, there's two West Power
I got that.
and a Verizon.
Two copies, one for each. Yeah, I can send you it.
Yeah.
Last page.
Good night.
I'm trying. This shingle, I don't let you know the reason that I'm doing it. Because I was up
Verizon.
they took the ventilator out.
in Ohio.
You don't see any explanation.
Well, you asked for one, you can have
The
one.
harder it is to
The
get
board
off.
knew,
That's why
my
they were
first tax,
trying.
my whole entire.
Started to wake up at
Okay,
8.
Kenny.
Somebody gonna call
I had a lot
her.
of comments, but it's getting too
Somebody's
much.
gonna call her and tell her.
Say just put that.
Do I have to sign anything, Ray?
Yes, sir.
They talked about
We
maybe
were
stepping
we
on
were all on the
tomorrow.
same line and how this time.
Okay, sign two copies, I'll leave one.
That's, I'm sorry. That's where we are.
Everything digital.
Meanwhile, they get all the emails, they don't let people know.
Just
They
sign
were doing
anywhere.
it before.
Where's that supervisor?
Right there.
I'm just, I'm not going to go here.
Hey Betty, I can address it now, I didn't wanna do that with no public
Okay.
meeting and have everybody else here.
Oh, right here.
But I
Yeah,
don't
stay over
know
there.
if you know.
Want a list? No, it's
Your
not.
style.
Oh, okay.
Somebody out in the office
Wisdom tooth.
without anybody helping them. When it
Do I
gets
sign
to
this one
the
too?
law,
That one too.
board.
I
Has nothing to do with the
don't need explanation from you either.
I can do it.
So,
Well, whether you asked me.
I'm sorry.
I did not ask you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You said I was spouting out. I'm giving you why I was spouting out.
Yeah.
Get you to put the date on that
Okay,
for
You
me.
can do it, really, I'm not, I'm good with
Now
it.
that somebody will let me know. If it hasn't come up in a meeting, I suppose